Hey guys, what's going on tonight? I am here for another book review. Before I do that, I have a question for you guys. Do you guys think I'm posting too many book reviews? I had somebody comment on one of my previous videos asking me if they thought I read too fast. And I wasn't sure how to take that question. This is just how I read. I mean, I don't skim. I read it word for word. It's just when I get into a book, I really get into a book. Before I know it, I'm halfway through the book, and if you guys don't want me posting reviews every time I finish a book, I'll go ahead and still put those on my blog. I just will refrain from putting them on YouTube. So let me know what you guys think about that. So my review today is on, I don't know what got on there. Leaving Paradise by Simone Elkeles. She is the one who wrote Perfect Chemistry that you hear so much about. And I did read Perfect Chemistry at the beginning of the year. I don't know if I have a review on it because I'm not sure I was doing reviews at that time, YouTube at that time. That was the only other book that I had read by this author, and everywhere I turn, I hear nothing but good things about her. I was kind of excited when I read about the author thing in the back of the book because it says she lives near Chicago with her family and 2 dogs. And as you guys probably know already, I live near Chicago. So, like I said in my last video, I don't know, I find it interesting and exciting. Excuse me, when I find out authors live near me. So anyways, back to the book. Leaving Paradise by Simone Elkeles. This is the story of 2 teenagers, Caleb and Maggie. Maggie, well, I'll read the back to you. I don't want to give anything away, so let me read the back to you first. What happens when the person who damaged you for life? Okay, ... Caleb Becker spent the past year in juvenile detention. Maggie Armstrong spent the past year in hospitals and physical therapy. 2 teens who were scarred one fateful night are going to have to face their greatest challenge yet, meeting up with each other again. ... becomes the person you trust the most. Okay, what happens when the person who damaged you for life becomes the person you trust the most? This story, okay, is about Maggie and Caleb. Something happened one night to change both of their lives, and as it said in there, Caleb ended up going into juvenile detention, and Maggie ended up in the hospital and going through tons and tons of therapy. And they actually live right next door to each other. So when Caleb was released from juvenile detention, it was very hard on both of them. It was also very hard on their families because being next door neighbors, and the kids being the same age, of course, parents are going to interact with each other. So even though that was really tough on them, the story basically centers around Caleb and Maggie and how they deal with everything. How they deal with having to go back to school and facing their friends and stuff. Maggie still has some issues from what happened, so she's got to deal with that. And Caleb has to deal with the stuff that people think of him now that he's been in juvenile detention. So, and of course Maggie has very conflicting feelings on Caleb because of this incident. And the story is about how the 2 have to basically face each other, living in the small town, being neighbors and that. And it's about forgiveness. It's about understanding. It's about love. It's about hurt and betrayal. There's so much in this book. Just like with Perfect Chemistry, someone had commented. I believe it was Richard from Devour Books, about how so many people have recommended Perfect Chemistry to him, but he doesn't like romance books and that, so that's why he's not really interested in it. I believe it was Richard who said that. But as I had said too, there's so much more than just romance in that book because I don't like romance. So yeah, just same thing with this book. Simone Elkeles has awesome, she writes so great. I mean, that's what you'll hear from a lot of people. They love her writing. the characters in this book, Caleb and Maggie, she really brought them to life, and I really love that about her. And I can say that for this being the second book I've read by her and have really enjoyed. The beginning of the book, to me, I didn't know if I was going to like it, because I went into the book thinking that it took a different path than what it ended up taking. But once I got over what I expected and what I thought, the book, of course, was great. I give this 4.5 stars. Definitely should read it. There's just so much packed into this book. It's 303 pages, and the chapters are alternating, Maggie and then Caleb, Maggie and then Caleb, and so it's each of their thoughts in that. And Maggie has to come to terms with a lot of things. After this incident, she changed, and she has to learn how to get back to who she used to be. Caleb changed also, and he learned a lot from this. He actually became a much better person. There's also a secret in this book, and like I was saying in a previous video too, if you follow my Twitter, if you follow me on Twitter, I comment all the time on the books I'm reading, and I commented on this when I found out about the secret. I was like, OMG, because I knew something was up, but I didn't know it was that. So yeah, so definitely should pick this book up, Leaving Paradise by Simone Elkeles. And Return to Paradise is out. I believe it just came out recently, the past couple of months, and I heard that was even better. So yeah, I don't know if I like the ending though, so it makes me kind of sad. So I think I have to read the next one. That is it. I am going to read Chasing Brooklyn. Hold on. Chasing Brooklyn by Lisa Schroeder is what I'm going to read next. Because it's a short book as in height. It's written in verse, and it's like 400 pages, but I mean verse. And with the book being short, I'm going to fly through this. So yeah. So yeah, once again, please comment below and ask me if you guys want me to still put up my reviews as I'm done with each book. I completely understand if you don't, because I'm sure there's a ton of other videos that you want to watch too, and so I don't want to be tying up your thing. So that's it, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.